Good morning, world. Today we are going to Antwerp. I have an hour to get ready. I'm gonna take a quick little shower and then I'm gonna do my makeup. Yeah, just get ready to go to Antwerp. I'm very, very excited if you cannot tell, so I will catch you in a bit. I have showered. I am currently sat to prep whilst I want to talk to you a little bit about what the plan is today. Yes, I've never had a solo trip anywhere. I love like going out on my own. I don't know, I feel like it's a bit scary and I was kind of scared about it, but one of the things on my bucket list this year is to just go and do what I want to do in 2026. And so this was the perfect opportunity because I was very interested by the girls exhibition in the Momu Museum, which is a fashion museum in Antwerp. And so that is basically kind of why I also want to go to Antwerp. I've heard a lot of great things about Antwerp. People say it's very cute, it's very me, like it's a very me city. I actually have a plan, so we're gonna get there at 11:30 and then I'm gonna go get the matcha from Kukai and then I'm gonna go to the Momu right away after getting some matcha. And then after that, yeah, we're just gonna roam around Antwerp. I'm feeling kind of nervous actually because then again, first of all, it's just me, my first solo trip. I know it's not that far away from Amsterdam, obviously that's why I chose it, but it's also still like kind of terrifying. So I hope people there are kind and beautiful. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun today. I'm really, really excited though. I can't wait. Oh, I'm planning to go to thrift shops as well. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my makeup and then go. I'll be quickie. I have 10 minutes to prepare, so I want to show you my baggie. This is the bag that I'm bringing today. Quick, what's in my bag? I have a pouch for all of my camera things. Yeah, wet wipes, a power bank, gum. I'm just gonna pop one in. Here's this little tall cool one from Jakarta. A lippy from Timeforia. This is the number. I have absolutely no clue. Celesta002. And then I'm also gonna bring this. I found it randomly at by the sea. Tante Fita got this for me. It's the matcha. This is a good like carry-on one as well because I don't like bringing big perfumes in my bag. I'm also gonna bring a little umbrella because it's gonna rain, I think. So I'm just scared that if it's gonna rain, I don't have an umbrella. I'm gonna bring my little hat just in case. Where is Charmera? This is the one I got. It's so cute, no? And where is my... Hold, guys, I need to find my wallet. I found my wallet. I'm bringing my wallet. This is such a cute thing that I have. It's actually just a Monchichi pouch, but I also have a Kirby, like... I love this so much. This is just my wired earphones, just in case always my earphones die, and so I would need that. So that's that, babes. We are gonna go. I want to find more rings actually in Antwerp. Sorry, I also just wanted to show you what scent I'm going with today, and it's the Boss the scent. Love it, but this is, you can't see the final fit just yet. I need to go like now. Cue montage. It's very Belanda, tapi kayak gak Belanda juga. Tapi gue ngerasa kayak Paris dikit. Maksudnya kayak it feels like Paris sometimes with the buildings. Terus kayak nggak tahu. So far my first impressions, I'm loving it. Gue harus kesana. Enak banget sih karena jujur super sepi, dan honestly I think this is a good first timer city juga buat di explore karena it's very quiet dan gak banyak ini aja street ini literally gak ada orang, pak. inner sitting area would be good. Yeah. Follow me. Thank you. Hello, I just finished drinking my matcha. We are now heading to the museum, but oh my god, guys, that was such a delicious matcha. I wish I could talk more inside. It was so like intimate and the space was so small. So I just enjoyed my matcha. I had the best canela ever. I highly recommend if you want to go to Antwerp and if you want to go to a matcha place, go to Kukai. It is genuinely so delicious and it's a 20-minute walk away or a 15-minute tram ride. Thank you so much. I just got home. It's 8 p.m. It took longer actually because of the thing with my phone that I was too scared to go out of the central station even though I had to wait almost 40 minutes. But alas, I'm home and well and safe, and so I would love to show you what I got in Antwerp. So first of all, I got 2 new rings. I have this crystal clear green teal ring and it's super cute. I love it because I have also this one that I got from him like a long time ago. But then another one is this one. It is a cute little just circle plain ring and I love it so much. It is stainless steel and I got this for 15, I believe 15 euros. So yeah, then we got like a lot of things. So first I'll go for the Mode Museum. I got some things after visiting the museum. Got a cute little postcard and it's just so beautiful. And then I wanted to get something to remember the girls exhibition in itself, so I got this cute little girls pin. And then ooh, this is very random to get from a museum, but I could not stop myself from getting this. This is the Hublin Finesse. This is made in Belgium, so it's handmade in Belgium. How do I explain the scent? It's called Sense of Wanderlust as well, and it's so cute. This says a touch of Antwerp at home. I love it. like a very clean tea. It's also a very like tea scent. I don't know how to, I will look it up and you can see it here about the notes and everything. And it's so cute and beautiful, and I'm so excited to light this up at night. This is a lot of things. That is not from the museum is that I got me and my friends some keychains. So here is a lemon one, cherry one, a little pumpkin one. And then for me, I got two little keychains as well. A spring onion one, so cute. Green bean kind of pea one for myself as well. And it's so cute. I love it so much. So I'm gonna be hanging these. I'm gonna be giving this away to my friends. Hell yeah. But yeah, super cute. I got two skirts. One of them is this purple skirt, and it's just like this midi skirt, and I don't know if you can tell, but so cute. There's like a cat patch and a cute little like keychain place, and so I'm like, this is adorable. This is just a dark purple mini skirt. I think if you are a Vinted warrior, I feel like you've seen this kind of style from this brand as well, but I'm always too scared to get it on Vinted because of the fact that I can't try it on. But this was the perfect size for me, so I got that. I got another skirt, which is this gray one as well, and this is from a brand called Affinities Armentieri. This is also such a beautiful, like, I don't know if you can see the textures, but it's just a really nice gray skirt that I know I'm gonna wear in the winter and in the summer and for layering and for everything. So I love it. It is also my perfect fit, which is crazy. And finally, I actually haven't tried this on yet, that I got this sweater, this gray sweater. I just was so in love with the zipper detailing because first of all, the zipper is a lighter gray, so you can wear it as like a full-on turtleneck moment. Well, no, mock neck moment, or you can like that and it becomes a whole different look. And I just love that about this, and I think it's gonna be a perfect fit as well. I pray. But yeah, those are the things I got actually.
Tomorrow.
Hi, good afternoon. We are back in my bed because I want to talk about the girls' exhibition. Actually, I realized that last night I was in a daze, and I thought it would be better to go in and to discuss it with a fresh head. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Where do I even start? So, actually, I literally almost cried whilst I was looking at all of the everything. It was a very emotional moment for me because that I felt so seen and I felt so heard. And in that room, it was 95% girls, I would say. It was such a shared experience that we didn't even have to talk about. It was in the silence that everyone kind of all understood together. It's just that's so insane. I actually wanted to read to you the girls the dig deeper section, so it's just the description of what the exhibition actually is. So I'm going to read it to you and I'm going to put it here. In Western art's canonized history, girlhood has been framed as a fleeting phase, a tender, naive in transition. As an eternal muse, this young girl in art history was an anonymity, a silent subject, a daughter of. She plays the piano, holds a kitten, and clasps her hands politely on her knees. Her pose and paraphernalia are all suggestive of her virtue and innocence. She's not bothering anyone, she's just there. Art that truly centers girlhood, meanwhile, is too often dismissed as sentimental or lacking in intellectual rigor. But this trivialization overlooks the emotional, psychological, and political depth that the topic can offer. Through the eyes of the artists, designers, photographers, and filmmakers in this exhibition, girlhood is more than just a theme, but a way of seeing, of remembering, and imagining. So the actual title of the exhibition is Girls, period, on boredom, rebellion, and being in between. And those three themes were really, really, really prevalent and apparent and intentional when it came to this exhibition. I really, really got all of the three themes in this one little bubble in my head, and it made so much sense. So I'm going to tell you a little about it on how I actually felt. So first and foremost, let's get into boredom, the concept of boredom. In this space of being bored as women, it's where our imagination, our fantasies, and where our reflection develops. That's where our biggest fears develop. That's where our most creative ideas develop. We get the space, though, to really, really realize what we want, what is possible, and what is impossible when there shouldn't be anything that's impossible, of course, but that's just the truth of what it means to be a woman. It means that we have to wait. We are in containment. We have to see, and we have to kind of be wary about what is expected of us before we move forward. And yeah, when we're bored, essentially, when we get the space to think, that's where our our biggest fears, our creativity, that's where it flourishes and blossoms, because we get to think about it. We don't get to actualize it because of these expectations, but that's where our biggest ideas lies. And this actually coincides with the theme of nostalgia. So in the exhibition, there were a lot of things about these artists' pasts or younger self. That's why it's called Girls. And this also further kind of develops the concept of boredom as softness, naiveness, there you go, naiveness, and of being passive and just being quiet. And that's what we always were expected to be. We are the more passive counterpart. When we were younger, and of course, in all of our memories as women, that's what we were taught, and that's what we had to actualize in reality. And so when we know these expectations, nostalgia actually helps reframe these structural limits and the standards being placed upon us as comfort, because that's what we already know, that's what we have to be. But that also means that we're pushing down our true selves and our true desires that we, have imagined and want to actualize. So the concept in itself is very oppressive, I guess. It showcases how oppressed we are as women in actuality. It's a truly sad reality. As much as we try to push the boundaries, as much as we try to be ourselves, it is kind of difficult because it has been so formative in our early years, Okay, concept number 2 is rebellion. Rebellion in itself, the word has very negative kind of connotations, that we're rebelling against something. We're trying to resist, and that is absolutely 100% the case for us women. I think it became more apparent when I saw the exhibition that, oh my god, these norms and these standards have been set upon us since we were very, very young. And then again, that's all we knew when we were younger. But of course, as we grow older, we start to ask, who makes these rules? Who makes these norms? Why do we have to succumb to the pressure of being the right type of woman, a good girl? Because in reality, we're just pushing against the norms and societal expectations that have been put on us as women, that has boxed us into a certain type of cliche or a certain type of narrative, when we are actually so much more than that. So through the exhibition, I really, really captured the essence of oh my god, we have such big dreams, we have such big ambitions, we are so intellectual, we have so many things to account for under our name as women. We are being limited due to the expectations and standards that have been pushed on us since we were just little girls. And it is, if anything, honestly, the best thing to rebel. Rebel to be yourself, rebel to gain any kind of equality between ourselves and our male counterparts. Because it's not really about breaking the rules of society. It's rather just questioning who gets to make these rules and why these rules were in the first place. And then again, we rebel through fashion, we rebel through style, we rebel through behavior, we rebel through our own identity by just being ourselves and being our true selves. And I hope that in the coming future we don't have to rebel anymore. I wish it was just, we're just us. And through this exhibition, the artists really try to reject nostalgia, as much as, of course, they're trying to make art through it, but they're also trying to kind of reject the romanticization of memory and nostalgia, because they are exposing what has truly been uncomfortable, what has truly been suppressed for them since their young childhood, and really putting it into the forefront of society, being like, hey, I don't think this is the right way to be controlling or putting these pressures on women, So it's beautiful, and I love it. And the last one is being in between, which I think is my favorite concept and really, really hits home for me personally. When we say being in between, it means that being in between spaces, time, places, anything. But from the exhibition in itself, it goes two ways. First of all, it's the being in between girlhood and womanhood, just trying to fulfill expectations, but also going for who you want to be. Just the messy, the crazy, the confusing, and it's just all in between. It's really a rite of passage of us and coming of age and being an adult and being a woman and what it means. That's where the discovery lies. And I think a lot of the artists there really, really touch on the hardships of when we are coming of age as a woman, but also the beauty in it. Now, on the other hand, being in between is also just never being enough. I think that's at least what I got. Just as a woman, we are never ever going to be enough in the eyes of society, and that's so sad to say. Of course, for yourself, you can always set that standard, but it's just always a reminder that we it is so valid to always feel like we're measured constantly, that we're always being evaluated constantly. We're always too much and too little at the same time. Like we're always too emotional, but we are not assertive enough. But then when we are too assertive or we're assertive enough, then we are too intimidating. We can never win. This is all too contradictory. Why is society so contradictory for women? Because the standards that were set for us are literally, for me at least, not realistic. The thing is, it's not from failure. Being never enough is not from failure, but because the ideals are too contradictory, it can never actually be fully met. And the exhibition really, really showcased that, like, oh, it's just really confusing and difficult, unfortunately, and that's the reality that we are in. That's why we're trying to push back. We're trying to do all of these things for ourselves, but of course, the reality is it's still super difficult for us to do that. I got really emotional at one point, and I'm getting emotional thinking about it now. I was looking at, I'm gonna put it here actually. I was looking at these pictures, these collages made by, I think it was Fumiko Imano. She basically cut out um a picture of herself and her twin, but her twin was herself just like shot in different angles, and she just put them together. And I was looking at that whilst being surrounded by two people, which is one girl that was maybe 40 and another lady which was about 80 years old, 70 to 80 years old. And I just was like, wow, having representation is so important, and learning about the issues of the societal pressures on women is so important, because we just want to be understood, we just want to be seen, we just want to be accepted. And I think every single woman felt that way, no matter the age. And that was a beautiful moment in time, and I was like, oh. Anyway, sorry for the long rant. I just have a lot of thoughts about it in general, because I loved that so much. And as a girl, it is that serious. And it really is our reality, unfortunately, even in the quiet, even in the silence. And I hope I can make it better as well by sharing this a little bit. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming along with me to Antwerp. I hope you all had a good rest today. I hope you've eaten. Stay healthy, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.